Welcome to the public scoping meeting for the San Juan Mine Deep Lease Extension Mining Plan Modification Environmental Impact Statement, or EIS. The purpose of the meeting tonight is to provide information on the proposed project and provide the opportunity for the public to comment on the issues and alternatives that should be considered in the EIS as required by the National Environmental Policy Act of 1969, or NEPA. Office of Surface Mining and Enforcement. The mission of the Office of Surface Mining Reclamation and Enforcement, or OSMRE, is to carry out the requirements of the Surface Mining Control and Reclamation Act. OSMRE is responsible for establishing a nationwide program to protect society and the environment from the adverse effects of the surface coal mining operation, under which OSMRE is charged with balancing the nation's need for continued domestic coal production with protection of the environment. OSMRE originally directly enforce mining laws and arrange cleanup of abandoned mine lands. Today, most of the coal states have developed their own programs and are the regulatory authority. OSMRE focuses on overseeing the state programs and developing new tools and training of the state and tribal professionals. OSMRE works with colleges and universities and other state and federal agencies to further the science of reclaiming mine lands and protecting the environment. OSMRE will serve as the lead agency for the preparation of this EIS, and once the NEPA process completes, OSMRE will prepare a mining plan decision document for the Assistant Secretary for Land and Mineral Management to approve, disapprove, or approve with conditions. Slide 3. Cooperating agencies. The mission of the New Mexico Mining and Minerals Division is to ensure the responsible utilization, conservation, reclamation, and safeguarding of land resources affected by mining. The New Mexico Mining and Minerals Division is the regulatory authority for the New Mexico Coal Program, responsible for regulating all Surface Mining Control and Reclamation Act coal permits within the state. A permit application is submitted to the regulatory authority when a coal mine requests a significant modification to their permit application package. As for the Deep Lease extension was approved by the New Mexico Mining and Minerals Division on October 22, 1999. Approximately 90% of the total acreage of the Deep Lease extension area is on lands managed by the Bureau of Land Management, or BLM. The mandate of the BLM is to regulate subsurface rights for mining projects. The BLM approved Deep Lease extension in 1998. The Office of Surface Mining Reclamation and Enforcement will consult with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services on potential impact or threatened and endangered species. Slide 4. Environmental impact from the proposed action will be analyzed in the environmental impact statement. The proposed action includes the underground mining operation in a 4,484 federal acre permit area of the San Juan mine through 2033 to supply approximately 36 million tons of coal to the San Juan generating station. Alternatives to the proposed action will be developed based on the input from the public scoping process. Other reasonable alternatives that are identified through the National Environmental Policy Act process, including those based on public and agency comments. A no-action alternative would result in the discontinuation of mining activities at the San Juan mine in 2019. As consequences of the mine shutdown, the generating station would likely cease operation after any stockpile coal is used. Slide 5. NEPA requires federal agencies to consider how action proposed on federal land or under federal jurisdiction may affect the environment. Public involvement is a fundamental part of the NEPA process. Public input received will also help OSMRE make a well-informed decision on the proposed action and alternative for its mining plan decision document, recommendation to the Assistant Secretary for Land and Mineral Management. Federal agencies prepare an EIS if a proposed major federal action is determined to significantly affect the quality of the human environment. The regulatory requirements for an EIS are the most detailed and rigorous in the NEPA process. There are 2 phases during the NEPA process for public involvement. 1, now during the scoping period. 2, after the draft EIS has been prepared. Slide 6. The San Juan mine initiated coal mining operation in 1973 and converted to surface to underground mining in 2002. The San Juan mine is the exclusive coal supplier for the San Juan generating station. Currently, the mine provides 6 million tons of coal per year to the San Juan generating station. Beginning January 2018, San Juan mine will reduce supplies to 2 to 3 million tons per year. San Juan mine employs approximately 360 people. The mine will continue operation in the deep lease extension area throughout preparation of the environmental impact statement. Coal combustion residual are used as fill material in surface reclamation area within the San Juan mine permit area. Slide 7. San Juan generating station. San Juan generating station was built between 1973 and 1982 and is owned and operated by the Public Service Company of New Mexico, or PNM. San Juan generating station transmit power to Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, and California. San Juan generating station currently operates 4 generating units and produces 18,000 megawatts of power, requiring 4 to 6 million tons of coal per year. PNM will retire 2 generating station units at the end of 2017, reducing the capacity from 1,800 megawatts to 910 megawatts. The shutdown of the 2 generating units will result in coal supply from the San Juan mine to be reduced by approximately half, or 3 million tons of coal per year. San Juan generating station employs approximately 265 employees. The EIS will take a life cycle approach in analyzing the potential effects of coal mined at the San Juan mine, including the combustion of coal at the San Juan generating station. Slide 8, resources. The EIS will address potential impact to the following resources: air quality, biological resources, cultural resources, greenhouse gases, geology and minerals, topography and soil, surface water, groundwater, land use, grazing/agriculture, recreation, visual resources, noise and vibration, solid and hazardous waste, public health and safety, transportation, water rights, socioeconomics, environmental justice. Slide 9, air quality. The Clean Air Act regulates the emission of pollution from stationary and mobile sources, as well as regional haze, through the development of state implementation plans. As part of the state implementation plan, the San Juan generating station will retire 2 of the 4 generating units at the end of 2017 and install emission control technology in 2016. These measures will reduce emission by approximately 50%. The EIS will analyze potential impact from mining operation, as well as potential effects from San Juan generating station emissions. Potential effects at the San Juan generating station will be considered indirect effects in the EIS. Slide 10, water resources. The San Juan mine is a zero discharge facility, meaning that the mine is an industrial site that does not release any wastewater into water bodies regulated by the Clean Water Act. The mine uses evaporation and holding ponds to manage storm waters. All runoff from the surface facilities, coal stockpiles, and pit reclamation area drain into these ponds. Some water drain into the reclamation pits. The mine is current on all Clean Water Act permit and is not applying for a permit as part of the proposed action. A network of surface and groundwater monitoring station is present throughout the San Juan mine permit area. Slide 11. OSMRE will evaluate potential impact to species protected under the Endangered Species Act, Bald and Gold Eagle Act, and Migratory Bird Act. No threatened or endangered species have been identified in survey to date. The latest survey was conducted in 1998. Section 7 of the Endangered Species Act require federal agencies to consult with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services on potential impact to threatened and endangered species. Slide 12. Cultural resources. Cultural resources are scattered across the San Juan mine permit area. To date, 93 cultural sites have been previously identified within the Deep Lease extension area. Cultural resources will be evaluated to determine eligibility for the National Register of Historic Places. Slide 13. Public comments play a critical role in the NEPA process. By providing comments, agency and the public help frame the alternatives and issues for analysts in the environmental impact statement. The following point summarizes the guidance provided by the Federal Council of Environmental Quality on writing an effective comment. Comments should be clear, concise, and relevant to the analyst of the proposed action. Comments that are solution-oriented and provide specific examples are more effective than those that simply oppose the proposed project. Comments that contribute to the development of alternatives that address the purpose and need are most effective early in the NEPA process. Focus on the purpose and needs, proposed project, alternative to the project, and the assessment of environmental impact and potential mitigation measures. Commenting is not a form of voting on an alternative. General comments that state an action will have an environmental effects will not help an agency make a better decision unless the relevant cause and effects are explained and technically supported.